All right. So we got a low kick sweep, a clod size sweep, and we got iron jugglers and flutter main. So they're the 4 we're going for today. So hopefully we can get one of these today, 2 of these, all of them. I tried to make the flutter main set a little bit interesting too. It's still a viable set, but it's actually a bulky set. So it's actually kind of interesting. All right. Interesting, they've got a gold duck of all things. All right, we'll put web down. I don't know if I'm going to need it, but Inteleon could be somewhat fast. That might give... I don't know if that would be worse for... All right, let's just start here. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Sunkern's just like Sunkern. I nicknamed like your sweat or something, just so I could select it when I couldn't do much to the team. Okay. All right, let's do it. I'm just gonna use game sound today, so I just put it on a random track. Let's say if you want a specific Pokemon track, you can do a super chat of 5 or more. You can pick your own chat. On a song for the sweep. Okay, Berserker lead. So I'm just gonna put web down here. Like I said, web isn't 100% needed. So I just want to see what they're gonna do. What the heck? They got beat up? That's really lucky. I think that's gonna get through my sash. That was lucky. Bro, that was really lucky. Okay, they didn't. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go Memento here. I didn't expect Metronome on the first go. What the heck? Okay. So that's the end of Smeargle. I have no idea. This is a random okay. So... I didn't expect like a... I didn't even expect like a metronome lead. I think this might be like a stream sniper. I think we're going to go to the next battle. Because this is a stream sniper. I know it is. It's like metronome turn 1. That was sus. Let's go to the next battle, people. We want random opponents. I know it's someone from chat. I just know it. Maybe it isn't though, but we gotta. That's too easy as a setup. You know, that doesn't count because they're gonna go metronome turn 1. Okay. That was sus. That was sus. It was really sus. It might not have been, but just in case it was, let's go to the next one. So once again, this is battle against random people. I don't want to verse people in chat, all right? You guys know what I'm trying to do, so there's no point me battling you all. It's different from a normal battle stream. Okay, this person is clearly from chat. Or they're just randomly searching instantly straight away. I don't know. Because all of those Pokemon had metronome. I just thought about every one of their Pokemon on the team had metronome. So it was a metronome team. I'm not doing metronome battles. All right, let's see what Team Paris has got. Okay. All right, we're gonna select some rules today, or gonna start breeding our team, or what are we doing? There we go. We press day. Okay, let's do this. Yep. Depends what we can use here. Yeah, flat rules. All right, this is a pretty sweaty looking team here, so definitely going to need some speed control. Yeah, let's do that. Marcus done a 2 super chat. Thank you, Marcus. Add some stream delay. Oh, what? The stream's delayed, or you only just got here? That's like we had some thunderstorms about 4 o'clock in the morning. That's when I woke up. As Asta woke up, and then she hates the thunder and lightning and stuff. She started shaking a lot. All right, let's see if we can get this W. This looks like there's some pretty scary Pokemon on this team. All right, look at them boots and sunglasses. Okay, Meowscarlet. I definitely need to put the web up. Let's put the web up. Brick Break, okay. So they've turned themselves into a fighting type. They've got that fighting type. So that would be good for Flutter Mane, or it would be good. It would be okay for some of these. I mean, okay, we're gonna go Brick Break again. Okay, so with Meowscarlet, obviously it's got Flower Trick. I'm just trying to think. So this is probably the best one to go for. So I'd have to be able to set up Focus Energy and then go Dark Pulse. But they might have Play Rough as well. So I'm not 100% sure if that's going to... I don't know if it's true. Let's see, because it might have Play Rough and this will just die instantly. Let's see. Because this is all based around flinching and stuff like that. So, but we might get a swap, you never know. All right, we'll go Focus Energy. They swapped, okay. It might be choice, it could be. When did YouTube let you stream again? What? All right, we've got that Focus Energy up, and we've got Scope Lens. So Metagross is pretty tanky, actually. So the thing that I worry about is Flutter Mane. That's going to be a difficult one to get around. Hey, Ricky, what's going on? So we've got a super effective crit. Let's go for a crit. 100% crit. Oh, damn. Metagross got dumpstered. Okay, this is good. All right, we're going for the Iron Salterless sweep here. Here we go. What's a Shattered Glass Optimus Prime? I guess its windows broken in it. That look pretty cool. Okay, hello Rice Poffin, how you doing? All right, we've got Rayquaza here now. This is going to be nasty, right? Because I won't faint it, but I'm going to need a flinch. Let's go flinch. Come on, flinch. What the hell? It's assault vested? What the heck? That did nothing. What? No, that's bullshit. What the fuck? They got Assault Vest and then they got an Ancient Power Boost. Oh my god. That's it. We're done. We're done. We're done. Assault Vest plus Ancient Power Boost on the first go. That was so lucky. They didn't even earn that. That's bullshit. Well, that's the end of that's the end. We got to go to the next opponent. Oh, bro, that was such a hard counter. All right, let's go on to Sunkern. This is going to be perfect for like all these battles. All right. You were evil version of Optimus. Oh, it's an evil Optimus? Oh, okay. Oh, whenever Super Chat a mobile phone in this. No, I didn't ever get one. Nothing came up for mobile there. Nothing came up at all, hun. So if you did something, you should be refunded, or it just never went through. Because it should be instant. Everything should be instant there. Usually, the best way is typically from a PC. For a user experience. All right, let's go to the next one. I always got the best luck with Omni Boost. I know I was not the first one too. Okay. We'll see how much salt I can put up with. Okay, we'll see what team they've got here. Okay, normal rules. These are just a Pokemon that I picked out, a couple for Patreons as well, and a few like that. But I just trying to get some of these Gen Mon ones done virtually. So I've got so many of them to do still. Okay. That's the team we got here. Oof. All right. So this is yeah, it's definitely a Smeagol. Nah, you know what, Joshua? It's a Sunkern sweep. Okay. Yeah, I played some of the old Star Wars games. So this is a rough team. So I'd say they'll go with Garganacl first. You know, I think Shrek 5 could be a good start here. I think I could get a Shrek 5 sweep. I'm just thinking because I've got the bulky Fluttermane I got might work as well. But they do have Azumarill too. Any big super chats is like 100 or more. I can do a Pokemon sweep of your choice as long as I haven't done it. That's a little bonus I can give for today's stream. So I'm thinking. I think they'll just set up rocks here. All right, let's go with Shrek 5. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, 1 second to go. All right, 1 second to go. All right, here we go. Let's get ourselves a Shrek 5 sweep. Here we go. I don't know if this is going to happen, but I'm going to try. There's a sleeping Armorogue. A sleeping Armorogue. Yeah, okay, obvious Garganacl lead. Okay. So, this is a bulky curse set. We're just gonna see if we can, like, get the curse straight away. All right, they're earthquaking right off the bat instead of setting up stealth rocks. That's unfortunate. Okay. Unfortunately, that's a ginormous encounter right at the start. A ginormous encounter. Well, that's not how I wanted it to go, but I could go for Terra Ground here. Say I go Terra Ground, then they'll just go. I guess I could do. Actually, let's do Terra Ground, and then recover, right? So I should be able to live that. Terra Ground, recover, bait out the Azumarill for water absorb, right? Yeah. Hey, Shiny's okay. It's okay. I should just live this. Easy live. All right, well, we've got that. Recovery. Hello, Nika? First time watching your stream, and I've no idea I've been glued to your nearly 3 years. 0 to 10 content, 0 to 10 skill, would not recommend that. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Someone's changed their name. They changed their name. All right, we're gonna go for a curse here. Okay. Thank you so much for that hard-filled YouTube member message there. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna boost up our attack and defense. I don't think they can do a lot here. Thanks to Terra, you can't use Black Sludge. That's why I put leftovers on here. I thought that was the play. So we'll go for Curse again. I just had to. They're going to keep attacking me with Earthquake. Are they going for a crit? I'm definitely going to go for a cover here. So we've got 3 curses now. Maybe I can bait them with I'm gonna go Earthquake now. They might swap. They're not swapping. I think they just want me to kill their the Garganackle, and they'll bring something in and try and take me out. All right. Maybe I should have recovered there. I didn't think they were going to keep staying in and letting me set up like that. That was really harsh. That was very, very harsh, you know? Very, very harsh indeed. That really did hurt my feelings. Okay, well, here we go. We're going to try and get a Clodsai. So hopefully Azumarill will get baited and use... Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hopefully this works. Hopefully they use... So let's use Curse here while they use a water move, hopefully. Aqua Ring? What? What? Aqua Ring? Okay. Well, at least I got another Curse up. Wait, it might be Belly Drum. It might be Belly Drum. Okay. Yes, I am getting a Switch 2 tomorrow, picking it up. I'll do a little unboxing of it too. Well, I'd have to assume that they're going to go for a water move. Let's go for Gunk Shot. Okay, there we go. So we got Water Absorb. Oh, Gunk Shot missed. I hate it when that happens. I thought they might do Aqua Ring Belly Drum. I had a feeling of that. So what if they... Let's assume they've got Belly Drum. They've only got Liquidation. They only have Liquidation. Is that all they have? Excuse me. All right, Azumarill's down. Oh, far out. Sorry. Something went down my throat the wrong way. All right, Azumarill's dead. Yeah, the EB Games had it, and then I got one from another store as well for CAF. So you know, I didn't want to do them from the same store, even if it's 2 different people. All right, we've got Dragonite here. Let's go for Gunk Shot. Yeah, they only had Liquidation. You could tell. Oh, come on! I keep missing Gunk Shot all the time. I keep missing Gunk Shot. Oh, okay. Hopefully they use Terra Normal so then I can use Earthquake. I got a bad feeling about this. I'm not saying anything. Okay, there we go. There we go. Dropped. Good stuff. Okay, Dragonite's down. Clodsai sweep is... I think it's gonna happen. I knew that Azumarill would heal us up and stuff. I mean, even if they had Play Rough, that would do nothing. I reckon they had Aqua Ring, Belly Drum, they had Liquidation, and maybe Play Rough. All right, Kilowattrel. What would this be able to do? Hurricane or something? Air Slash. Oh, damn. I don't know, Baby Ball 11. Yeah, we got to get this. We got to get this Shrek sweep. Shrek 5. All right. Here comes the Air Slash. Oh, come on. Oh, no. We're going to get scummed by Air Slash. We're going to get scummed by Air Slash. I need one of these. They tried Thunder Waving a ground type? Are they out of their minds? Little homie can't do it. Okay, Kilowattrel's dead. All right, that's down. I thought they've obviously got Thunderbolt or Thunder Wave, Air Slash. I don't know, maybe Volt Switch as well. They probably had nothing to hit me with. Okay, what is next? Metagross. Metagross is flying. Okay, you know, since it's flying, I won't be able to hit it with Earthquake. Nah, just joking. Let's go for Earthquake. Okay, that shouldn't live. The Clodsai, I will show them my builds if I get the sweep. I'll bring them up on the screen. This is the best cursed Clodsai build. Works perfectly. Chimeco evolution. I've done that before, Zaba. I've done that. Terra Ice Sponge. Wait, okay. I smell a rat. What? Phantom Force? Say, I didn't want to say anything, but I was like, they better not have Final Gambit or something like that. Okay, well, that's definitely a sweep. I mean, I easily counted their team. That was easy peasy. You wanted to evolve? Oh, I thought you were talking about Vito. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, that'd be cool if it does evolve. I don't think that creep mattered. What was like +4? Well, that's it. We got the Clodsai sweep. That was pretty easy. Our Pokemon was very, very well suited for that team. They had mostly physical attackers, and the physical attacker that was super effective, I had Water Absorb for. That's why I had Terra Ground Water Absorb, because it works very, very well for it. So yeah, that was pretty straightforward, pretty easy sort of sweep to get there. I knew I'd get that one. Let's have a look at the Clodsire, build here. I think I've got a picture for you all. I'm just gonna bring the build up so you know what it is. Okay. All right, here's the build. Wow. Okay, so that's my Clodsire build there. These are my other builds, so I'll just adjust this so you can see. So this build that I had was as follows. So it was max health, max special defense build. We had a water absorb on leftovers, and yeah, curse just to increase its defense and attack, recover to recover off, earthquake for ground stab, and gunk shot. So I went for its two most powerful moves there. And with water absorb, when you go Terra Ground, you're only really weak to what, like ice and grass then. So it's pretty good, pretty strong Pokemon for sure. It was sassy nature as well, so I boosted special defense. And yeah, that's the Clodsire build. If you want to build a bulky curse set, that is the best build to use for singles for sure. Absolute best set. Let's put this one on YouTube as a Clodsire sweep. If I get a better Clodsire sweep than that one, I might put it there as well. But if I don't, that was the sweep. All right, let's do another one. So Clodsire is done. Okay. Search for the next one. I knew I'd get that one because it's a pretty good Pokemon. It's a pretty strong setup that works well. How's the Painters team coming along? I haven't done a Painters team.
Hunt down once in 10,000 South Korean one of Super Salt.
Hey,
thank you very much. Your stream is buffering much more than normal today.
Oh.
Maybe it's an omen you'll have your Intellion luck. _ Pimp Pie.
Wow.
Let's change the music for the next battle versus Cubfoot to summon that Swish energy.
Yeah, all right, let's do that. Okay, thank you, Undown, for the super chat. Let's put that Cubfoot music on and hopefully no bad Intellion omens. $10 for you to do any sweet right spot? Not you, not for Spider-Ops, hell no. I'll have to check that. I'll check that card out after my Discord. I haven't got my Discord up at the moment. Okay, we have got a little Timmy team here. This is going to be pretty difficult. No. Where's the music track? I can't go. Sorry, hon. I'm gonna have to do a next battle, man. I didn't mean to do that. I thought cause see, I normally never ever select the music because it's always muted. Okay. I haven't got my I have to open my Discord afterwards. So it's the Kung Fu music. Sorry, hon. So I thought, I don't know, for some reason I was like, oh, I'll do it after this screen. I was like, oh wait, it's before this screen. So what do you think? I mean, maybe I could beat this team of Clodsire. I think I might be a bit difficult with Ninetales maybe, but maybe not. Altaria is interesting on there. I don't know why they've got that for. Maybe for weather or something like that. Look, let's just start with Smeagol and see what they're going to do. I'd say they're just going to set up the Veil. And we'll go from there. Imagine if it randomized to the Kung Fu music. Please do that. That way I can't. It'll be perfect. Is it the Kung Fu music? Maybe it's the Kung Fu music. I don't think it is. Okay, the first Pokemon is Altaria. Altaria to pieces. Let's put this down because there are a couple of Pokemon which are reasonably fast. And see what sort of build this Altaria is. All right, so it's a bulky. It's Blueberry. Oh, I hoped I could. All right, so it's. Let's just drop its stats. I'd say it's just going to be a bulky stalling set. So for this, we're going to want a special attacker, all right? Now, there's some pretty scary Pokemon on the team, which are, you know, they're pretty powerful. So there's the D-Dance and Cotton Guard. Okay. So it's a physical attacker. Cotton Guard, Dragon Dance. This is a really bulky set. So we could try that. There is a Hooper as well. I remember that. This is a 100% flinching set. Let's go with a Flutterlame. Let's give Flutterlame a go. So this is my own personal Flutterlame set. It's actually pretty interesting. So we've got a boost of energy for speed, but it's still bulky. It's very, very bulky, and it's actually a defensively bulky set. And it works pretty nicely, actually. Okay, we've got a Timmy Terra. So remember, they're still at -1 in attack. So they've got Steel. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. So they're expecting a Moonblast. Do you guys like the... Well, it's the bulkiest it can be on the defensive side. So now their attack is back to normal, right? So we've got Mystical Fire, which is going to be a pretty good attack for it, but I would assume they're running max special defense. That's what I would assume. Now, we've got Terra Normal on this, purely for ghost-type moves, as more of a defensive one too. I find it works fairly well for the coverage I've got on it. Let's go Mystical Fire now, because they're only up to... They don't have, okay, that's a 2-hit KO after that. They'll go Terra Steel. All right, so they've got +2 in speed now. Maybe it's Baton Pass? Yeah, it might be. So now, they're definitely going to go for, obviously they're going to go for a Steel type move. We know that. Will I be able to live it? Definitely if I go Terra Normal. So let's have a look at the stat boost that... Oh, there's the Citrus Berry. I'm running no special attack EVs, by the way. That's why it's living so well. So this has got +2 in attack, +4 in speed, and +4 in defense. So if I was to go here, let's think about after I beat this, right? If I went Terra Normal, they'd swap into Gallade. I think Terra Normal would be good here because that'll allow me to actually live the hit, all right? Typically, I save this for ghost-type moves, but in this case, I'm going to just straight up attack them. So let's go Terra Normal and go Mystical Fire. A sushi restaurant, nice. I could go for some sushi. What Pokemon do you think you're most looking forward to returning to PLZA? They had acrobatics, nice. Surprise is a physical, like a defensive set. See how well I live that, considering. They had what, +2? Well, some of the megas would be nice. Just mega Pokemon in general, I would say. I haven't really thought about that. Because I guess it's not like a traditional game. Now, Draining Kiss will give me my health back. And we're good. Perfect. And with +1, it'll give me a fair lot back. They're going to go for close combat, which might kill me still. I'm not saying I won't die here. They went agility. I don't know if I'll outspeed that because I got +1. I'm not running any speed EVs except for 4 EVs in speed, so I just have enough speed to get the boost energy. Let's see. Crap. Yeah, I knew that would happen. See, that's why I didn't want a Terra Normal for, because I seen that Glade, like I knew that was going to happen. I would have done Terra Normal later on for like an incoming Shadow Ball. That's what I normally do, and it works pretty well. So we'll go to the next battle. If I had got one more Calm Mind up there, I'd say I would have won that. Okay. All right. All right, let's go to the next one. It's all right. I'll get that one. That's not going to happen. It's not going to take too long. Probably a few battles. All right, now I can change the music to the Cub Food one this time. But I got to go into battle first, though. Sorry if I've missed anyone's questions and stuff. I was concentrating then. Good to know that Drampa will both return. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm more interested in Pokemon returning in Gen 10 because that means you can actually use them in a battle and stuff. But it'd be nice to see them return. But will they actually go on to the traditional games? That's my thing. All right. Now, Ditto, if they do bring a Ditto, which I hope they don't, Ditto is always a very difficult Pokemon to come up against when you're doing a Pokemon sweep because it'll just copy your stats. So they don't have to work at all. They could just swap it in and copy your stats. All right, Cubfu. Is it called Cubfu? I'm pretty sure it is. Cubfu. 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 That must have had a different name. Must have had a different name, unless it's not Entei. Oh, I can do Entei. Oh, I haven't done Cubfu yet on this game because you unlock them after you see it. Yeah. Okay. All right, we'll do Entei. Isn't that your favorite fire type Pokemon? Or legendary in general? All right, this is a sweaty looking team. So first Pokemon is obviously going to be Zapdos or Breloom as lead. Oh, that was you? So you were watching the stream? Cool. We'll go... Let's go here. Okay. So I'd say Breloom will just Sport, or they might just Mach Punch. Either one of the two. Yeah, I would just like to get the web down for the opposing Flutter main, that's all. Okay. Okay, Smeagol is the lead here. Okay, that's down. So Spore or just Bullet Seed? Okay, they're just going to use Spore. Okay, so they've got Toxic Orb, so they may try and substitute here, by the way. Oh, it's Focus Punch. Okay. Well, I reckon they would definitely have substitute then. It's like the old Sub Punch set. That's actually fine. That's actually not as much of a problem because if it's only maybe let's say they got Mac Punch as well. Yeah, they do. I figured they would. So they've got Spore, Mac Punch, and Focus Punch. Does it have Sub or does it have Seed Bomb? So I definitely could take them out with Air Slash. I've also got this as well, which, in fact, let's go into Iron Saltalus. I think we'll try Iron Saltalus for this battle. What, you have Giga Drain for whatever reason? Nah, come on. Let's go. They've got to swap here. For some reason, they didn't swap. If I was doing a normal battle where I wasn't trying to win with one Pokemon, I would have just attacked them there. So I don't know why they didn't swap there. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, well, at least we're set up. You gonna go Focus Punch or Sub? It's got Leech Seed? Oh, what the hell? What a strange set. Oh, all I have to do is wake up and they're dead. Let's see if I can get some normal human being luck. I woke up. It's like, I would have just done that right away. Like, that was, in my, like, normally someone would have definitely swapped there. There was no reason to stain against this at all. Like, who's using focus energy on it, you know? Like, they were just lucky I used that. So, normally it would have been a swap there, but it's fine. The only bad thing is I've got a Leech Seed up now, so I have to be careful. They were being very confident there for sure. It's all right. This is a problem. So, obviously this won't go down in one hit. So we're gonna need an Air Slash Flinch, and then we're gonna need another one. Because Moonblast is obviously going to kill me. I've got Charge Beam, but that has no secondary effects, so we need a Flinch. Otherwise it's GG. Come on, Flinch. All right. If I got the Flinch, then I could have gone for Charge Beam, see? And I reckon I would have got the sweep there because I outsped their entire team and 100% critical hit chance. Like, what was actually living that? Let's have a look what was actually going to live that after a Charge Beam. Oops. Okay, so we had Scissor, which is doing nothing with Bullet Punch. Flutter Mane would have got dropped. Unless it went Terra Fairy. No, I think I would have won that. Would Zapdos have a Terra Dark +1 100% crit Dark Pulse? Ursaluna wasn't living it, no way. The only thing they could have done there is gone Vacuum Wave of Ursaluna. That's probably their only way of beating that, of that. It depends on the order they sent them out too, because like say if I Terra Dark and then Scissor could have used Bullet Punch, so I would, you know, if I would have got that Charge Beam, then I would have started to think about that, but I didn't get the Flinch, so that's how it is. It's your sweat. I didn't want to put that much effort into it, Jax. Come on. Hey Joke, how's it going? Pretty good. No, I didn't want to do that. Stop. Let me out of this. No. Oh my god, I should be able to cancel from that screen, you stupid game. Okay, let's search for another opponent. You're talking like you wouldn't have mischarged me? Yeah, I wouldn't have mischarged me. The memo chat list made a lot of sense. Zero hidden skill right there. Yeah, I got no skill. I've reversed this person already. Charge ring can miss and only 50% chances, but that's true. I mean, that's true. But I had a good chance of it working too. Okay. Okay, let's do this. I feel like I'm on the verge of getting all of these at once, but we'll see. Okay, that is done. Okay, let's go with this team here. Let's say any super chats of 5 or more, you can pick the song for the if I have most of them. I think there's a couple I haven't been bothered to get yet on this game. Because like for some reason they shiny locked them and everything. All right, let's see what team they've got. It's pure sweat. Okay. Yeah, I say that with most. Yeah, like that. All right. So they're going to go with a Ting Lu lead, obviously. Ting Lu is a bit of a pain in the ass because it can just whirlwind out my Pokemon. Maybe try and just rip through them with low kicks. Fire type. I mean, Flutter Mane is good here, but I don't want to waste my booster energy. You know what I mean? If I swap it in, then I'll just go Whirlwind. Stealth Rocks and Whirlwind. They won't have to work at all. Yeah, definitely Flutter Mane can beat this team. No worries. But it's Whirlwind, and we know that Ting Lu's going to have it. Like the moment I go for a singular Calm Mind, they'll just go, boop, Whirlwind. I mean, Chi and Power won't be able to outspeed, but it'll probably have Focus Ash. Let's start with Smeargle, just in case I don't go with a Ting Lu lead. Because they might not. See what happens. Yeah. It's just Ting Lu's, is a very, very good Pokemon. For stopping those sort of things. No way, Ting Lu is the lead? Who would have actually have guessed that? Alright. So it also drops a special attack too, so it's a good counter. Alright, let's put this down because there's some very far... Oh, they swapped. Lady Demi. Oh, they're gonna magic bounce it back. That's not that bad because we can just go with one of our slower Pokemon. Okay, we'll just go U-turn then. I like having U-turn on there just so I can break any sashes on Xian Powers and stuff like that. Okay, so we can always use this. Now I might just do Terra Ground. So I can set up against it. We've already done a Clodsire sweep though, haven't we? I've already done a Clodsire sweep. Maybe we should just dip and go to the next battle because I've already done this one. Guys, let's go to the next battle because I've already done this, haven't I? I've already done Clodsire. We'll just flex the Sunkern and go to the next one. You know, I don't even know what moves this Sunkern has. I think it was just one I randomly found. Yeah, set them Calm Minds up against the Sunkern. Set them up. it might not kill. Clodsire needs another one. Yeah, He might, but that wasn't very good for Clodsite either because they'd set up multiple car mines already, so it wasn't a very good like time for Clodsite to swap into that because they already had like what +2 car mined up, so they had a huge advantage already there. And then I could have started setting up curses, but it would have been too late then. All right, let's go to the next person. They had a lot of counters there. A wing gull sweep. My goodness, that'll take a while. Okay. So if we do see another Ting Lu user, I might I'll try leading with Flutter Main and see what happens. Usually they just go entry hazards and then whirlwind, you know. That's just the... Okay, their trainer name is Z. See you, Joe. Have a good day or night. I'm not sure what the time is over there. Maybe I have got I'm not sure. If you want to check out what Pokemon sweeps I've done, you can go ! Sweeps. Yeah, Willy Wingo. Come on, bro. Press the A button. See, this is the thing I hate about this. You're locked in. Like, they can hold you a hostage then when they take 100 years to pick a fucking, like, move. I said, oh, okay, all right. Bro, press A. What are you doing? Look at the screen. Let's do this. Here we go. Let me show you how to do it. Here we go. Oh, my God. I did it. How much improvement am I expecting to see in the Switch of this game? Not much. Just... I'm expecting to see what we expected for the Switch 1, you know, for the game to run properly and smooth. Hopefully get what the doctor ordered 3 years later. Oh my God. I can't press B. I can't press anything. Can you hear me pressing the button? So that they can hold you a hostage in the game because they take 4,000 years. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous, this menu. Yeah. I expect the game to have better with spawns. I mean, they're not going to fix... You know they're not going to fix those sort of things, right? Unfortunately, the track record is against them. Oh my God, I finally got allowed to do it after like, what, 2 or 3 minutes there? So, I mean, I'm expecting them to release the game how it should have been released, what, 3 years ago. That's what I'm expecting. Let's just sweat again. Let's go to the next one. From the trailer, we had a look at it. It looked a bit smoother in the animation. That's about it. But I noticed they didn't take any footage from where the lag lake is and things like that. I wonder why they didn't do that. You know what I mean? So we'll actually see if it's 100% cap or not. Because I feel like they did a good job of capturing the footage that that was going to look good. Let's see if it actually, let's go to a demanding area and see if the game runs well, right? Then you can actually say it runs better, right? And let's see all the crashes fixed and all those other things like that, you know? Right? I think that's pretty fair. But that's just to say that the game, is run as it was advertised, you know. That's how the game was meant to fucking run on the Switch 1, you know what I mean? But if you're expecting something like breathtaking 4K resolution and all this, I don't know. Well, I'm not sure. Then no, it's not going to be that. If that answers that question well. Unfortunately, the track record is against them. I hope that I'm proven wrong, but unfortunately, the history is against them, sadly. Okay. All right, let's keep searching for battles here. Yeah, no footage. There's been no footage for battle. There was nothing. There's only just a couple of Pokemon or a Pokemon Center and some other things. But let's go to Lag Lake. Let's go. Yeah, the Savannah area, the tropical. Yep. Let's hit those areas up and see how it handles. And if it handles well, then good. You delivered the game you were meant to 3 years ago. All right, let's do this. Cool. Unfortunately, you had to buy a new console for it. Oh shit! All right, so we got a Grimsnore lead. That might have Taunt, which would be a pain in the ass. People are already overhyping Scarlet. I don't know why people are overhyping it for. It's like it's just going to be a tiny quality of life thing. It's like what? There's not going to be anything more than that. But like they need to like curb your expectations. From what I see, it's just smoother, and the game's is running like it normally is. But when I get the Switch 2 tomorrow, I'll get it tomorrow. I'll play it. I might even do a stream in the morning so we can see if it actually changes or not. Like if it's all cap. But we'll see. Pokemon fan, a disappointment. Yeah, I mean, I just keep the expectations low. Therefore, you can never be disappointed, right? Well, Grimstale's going to be the lead, which is going to be a pain in the ass. Yeah, it's super sweat. Yeah. And then we've got Toxapex, which you have Haze as well. You know what I mean? So it's not. This is not going to be an easy. Let's just go to the next battle. I was just going over my head how each individual one could go against that team. I know I could beat that team as a collective with those 4 Pokemon, but not with just one. You know what I mean? Slight improvement is fine. Z out in a few months. Yeah, it's just going to be a slight improvement. Yeah. I'm not like hating or anything. I'm just being realistic. Like don't have over high expectations for it, because it's just going to be running how it normally should have run like years ago. All right. But it's definitely going to be nice to have that, of course, like a smoother quality in the games, because I definitely could tell that it ran smoother. You could see the frame rate wasn't choppy and stuff like that, because you know how it's choppy here. Don't take the protective film off it. Why? I mean, I normally put one of those scratch thing, you know, those sticker ones on there anyway. Okay. I'm just always a realist with the Pokemon games, you know. I just go on what's happened in the past and how things have dealt with it and what's happened, you know. Back in the early days of Pokemon, that might have been different. They really delivered quality games then, but you know, as you know, there's been a lot of games put out not properly finished and stuff like that. So, you know, that's how I'm basing it on. If that was to change and improve, then, you know, my expectations might be a little bit higher. But at the moment, I'm just keeping it, you know, it's what I'll wait and see, right? That's all I'll say. I'll wait and see. It looks like you can peel it off. It's not meant to come off. I mean, does the normal Switch even have one of those on? I've got those, you know, those sticker ones. When I got a new Switch, I just put that on straight away, and I've had that on there for the beginning of it. All right, let's do this. This is the same person, is it? All right. Jupiter. Oh, not a Tinglu. That's a very bad take. Every Pokemon game is unfinished. Remember altering K from... I mean polished and finished, you know. I mean, there's no way you can possibly compare Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 4, hell, even Gen 5, even Gen 6 to like... And around that Gen 6, after Gen 6 from... I reckon around Gen 7-ish, around that Ultra Sun and Moon area... At the end, sort of at that, and then to Sword and Shield, that's where things start to go fucking wrong. You know what I mean? For quality and just you know, just putting out the fucking unpolished turd, you know. Let's start with, this is a sweaty fucking team too, so We'll give it a shot anyway. Sweet Streams is becoming a ranter. I don't know, guys. Like, I try and be positive and stuff like that, but I'm also a realist, you know, of what things that have already happened. Like, I hope that I'm wrong about those things. I hope that it runs perfectly in all those areas. I hope that's the case. But I'm a bit skeptic of past things, you know. I mean, honestly, you can't blame me, right? Oh look, a good as gold Pokemon. I can't do anything to this. Let's go U-turn. All right, we're going for a swap. I got a dub, yeah. I got a clod size sweep. Ew. Maybe I should try for a clod size sweep here. It's time to say I don't take medications, Wheeljax. I don't need that. All right, well, oh. Ooh. I could get myself a Quark Drive here. What if I can bait out a Draco Meteor with Smeagol and then swap into... let's go into your Sweaty to sack it and then go into Smeagol, Mento them, and then go into Iron Jugglers and get a focus energy up and get a... Oh, no! Okay, we're gonna go for Endeavor. Not that I'm living this anyway. Calm Mind. Guys, I'm gonna set up against a Sunkern, you know? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to beat it, but I have to set up against this really powerful Pokemon. Oh my God. This is fucking pathetic. I think they're gonna attack me this turn. Right, we've got Dragon Pulse. I had my current phone for a year with no screen protector. It's good in case. Man, my phone has been smashed, dropped, everything. I've still got it. It works fine. Plus, like, the phones have peaked anyway. They don't even update much. You know, they pump the phones out every, like, model. It's like, oh, we got this model. This is the next one. It's like minor changes. Like, smartphones and stuff have peaked, you know. They're only going to have small incremental changes now. And they're not going to have, like, massive jumps in technology. Just with phones and stuff, right? You don't need to, like, you know, the things you don't need, it's not like, I know some people that get like a phone every single one. It's like, bro, they don't even change that much. So they've got +1 there. They've got Dragon Pulse. They're gonna have electric move. Can I flinch? Let's go for a real lucky flinch here. Samsung S8, do they even support that anymore? I don't think they do. Okay. Did you run over it with your car? No, it's not a Nokia. It can't live. They can't live those sort of things. Flinch. Really needed that berry. Really needed it on Murata. Such a weak Pokemon, you know. Electro Drift? No way. All right, well, that's down. I had one of my friends threw it out the window and it was fine. Like, he threw it while I was driving. Probably got fucking run over by 3 cars, but it was working afterwards fine. It probably, like, the car probably had like a massive dent in it, you know, then when it hit it. You know, the tire exploded. I guess we can use Flutter Mane, but there's not much I can do because I'll just spam Electro Drift and it'll do like tons of damage. I'll finish off a Draining Kiss. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I'm trying to get a Miraidon Sweep. You're right. I don't think I've done a Miraidon Sweep yet. I gotta think what I'm gonna do for that. I'm gonna do something like, I might do like, even something like Magnet Thunder Shock is like so strong on it. Let's get a Calm Mind up here and see if we can reverse sweep. They're going to expect me to use a fairy type move like Moonblast. Oh, we've gone Timmy Terra with Terra Electric. Damn. Can't lose a Pokemon today. Were you going to go back at a Smeagol and Memento? Yeah, I was. I probably should have done that. I don't expect to win this anyway. Yeah, I was waiting. I was actually low-key waiting for the shinies to come out. I was. Oh, they got flash cannon on there. All right, well, there goes their electric. Gee, I don't think even if I went Terra normal and then I went Calm Mind, I doubt that I could live it very well. I doubt the draining. Oh, let's go for Calm. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. I reckon I'll live on 8 health, on 7 health. Why is French bread pizza so good? I mean, I like pizza, so I don't know. Pizza's really good. I know what French bread pizza is, but I like pizza. In before the crit, yeah. It's going to be close anyway. All right, 7 HP, let's go. Ate it like a snap. Of course, just give them a win on a platter. Just hand them a win on a silver platter, you know, because they totally deserve that. They totally deserve that one. They really played well to get that win there. They really, really played well. All right, let's go to the next one. They were just giving. Unfortunately, they were just given the win there. They didn't earn that at all. Oh, we have got Hopper left. Have I fainted any Pokemon? I don't know if I've actually fainted any Pokemon. No, I haven't. Okay, can I? Probably not. Okay, we'll go Sucker Punch. Bro, it's okay to lose a single Pokemon, all right? It's okay, all right? Your mum and dad aren't going to tell you off, all right? It's okay. All right, let's go to the next battle. This little homie sweating it out like his last battle on Earth. It's his last day on Earth, you know? All right, let's go to the next one there. They got a lucky special defense drop there, which I think I might have done some real good a comeback there with the bulky defensive Flutter main, but they lucked out there sadly. They wanted a 6-0, yeah. I mean, if they didn't get a 6-0, it would have been an embarrassment with that team. All right, let's do this again. Okay, I think on couldn't Sword and Shield, couldn't you like mark people or like block them? Like, so okay, when you come across them, say if you come across someone and you could block them so that way you wouldn't bump into them again. What is that name? You crack? What? Ah, okay. Homie been on the Herba Mystica. Let's see what this team is gonna be. They wanted to preserve electric train in case you said spore them on the Smeagol. Yeah, they spore Smeagol with no attacking move was a threat. That's for sure. All right, here we go. It was a real threat to their Miraidon. Really changed everything. Okay. When you get fed up with this, will you sue yourself in some stadium? No, because this is stadium is on. Look at this. This is on stadium on the same sort of wavelength. So we're gonna sweat it out with a Stealth Rock lead, or yeah, I'd say Tyranitar or Garchomp, and I'll leave King Toilet to the end. Yeah, or you could, if you get someone you keep bumping into, or someone that keeps joining your raid. That was a good feature of those sort of things. There's a lot of physical attackers on this team. In fact, they're all physical attackers. They're all physical attackers, every single one of them. I think Clodsire could take this team quite easily. A Sunken, I think I've done about 2 of those, so I'm sure I'll have a go at another one day, but I have done 2. He can be special, yeah. It can be, but it's not very threatening special. The only moves they'll have on there is like a, you know, the only time you run a special move on Garchomp is when you're versing probably a defensive wall, and you've got like a 4x super effective move that you can carry, like, you know, a Fire Blast or something like that as a surprise. All right, we're starting with King Toilet. Let's go. They know obviously that I've got Memento and Parting Shot. You know, that's why they live with it. They want that Sympathy Defiant boost. These are, well, I mean, it's virtually as casual and ranked. I mean, some of these teams would be classed as ranked teams. They're very competitive. I guess it's like I'd say it's a mix of both. Let's go U-turn. I don't even know what that meant. What does that even mean? Like, Joshua, what does that even mean? The little homie not know how to spell Samurott or what? Okay, let's go into your sweat. And then we'll get a free swap in. This is also useful just swapping Pokemon in. Okay. Okay, we've got all the dark type moves you could possibly ever want. Unfortunately, I didn't run Axe Kick on this, so that would have been handy. Let's give Hopper a shot. I'm gonna go Sword Dance, and we'll go for the Leech Life afterwards. I thought I might try and like scare them off with an Axe Kick. Low sweep? That's awfully specific. Yeah, it's from Bug's Life. The grass, you know, the grasshopper from Bug's Life. Why are they doing low sweep for? Okay, well, I'm gonna go Leech Life again. He was a mean grasshopper, he was. All right, well, he took out the King Gambit. It was weird they used low sweep for, that was strange. Very specific. All right, so we got a Moxie Salamence. So I've got Terra Water here. I've got Sucker Punch. And they could just try and set up Dragon Answers knowing that I go for Sucker Punch, or someone could be watching the stream and knowing that too. There's always that option. Or I could go for a Tinted Lens Leech Life. Let's give that a shot. Oh, they had Fly. Okay. That's bad. I've got Terra Water. Would that be... It's actually not bad against some of these Pokemon. We'll go Terra Water and then go Leech Life. I don't really have much of an answer to this, sadly. I didn't want to go Sucker Punch there because they could have just gone D-Dance, and then, you know, they would have got around me then quite easy. I don't mind Terra Water for fire types, for low kicks. It's not bad. And rock types and stuff like that. Oh my, that did a lot of damage. That was definitely max health. Oh, damn! That was a Tinted Lens Leech Life. Holy smokes, that did some damage. That was nice. Let's finish it off. I haven't revealed Sucker Punch yet. Unfortunately, it didn't kill. That would have been great if it killed. What is this? What the heck? Okay, they've got Protect and Fly. I mean, they could swap here, but look, I don't care if they swap. I don't really care. All right, that's the end of Salamence. This has been strange so far. They've had a low sweep King Gambit and a protect and fly Salamence of Moxie. Interesting. It's always hard to say. Like, you don't know if someone is watching your stream, even if they're not chatting. Okay, so Toronto is going to get a speed drop. They're going to put the sand up. Now, Leech Life is good, so I'm going to use Leech Life because it's sustain as well, so let's do that. Yep, that's good. Right, here we go. 3 Pokemon down. Can we get this low kick sweep? Can we get this? It is 3 Pokemon down. It's been a bit of an odd battle so far. It's been some interesting moves used, so unfortunately, I've had my speed drop by 2 stages, so it's not as fast. Like, this Garchomp, for example, it's gonna be rough. So I've got the option of Terra Blast Water, but I think Leech Life is the play, and then followed up with Sucker Punch. The worst they can do is swap or set their own Sword Dance up. I hope that it doesn't have. I hope that it doesn't have Sand Veil. Oh no, it's Sand Veil! No! Okay, live. I lived. Okay, I need to land this Leech Life. I need to land it. Come on, give me some of that big suck. Oh, that's bullshit! They rolled 2 in a row. You're so what? They're so lucky. They're so lucky. They didn't earn that at all. They just got 2 back-to-back misses with Sand Veil. Oh, that's such bullshit. That is absolute bullshit. Hunt, why'd you have to say that for? Oh. All right. Well, that was. You know what? I'm gonna sweep them for that. That's it. I ain't putting up with this bullshit anymore. So they've got Earthquake. They've got what else? Actually, I might miss them. I'm gonna faint this Garchomp. Oh, they're going for a Timmy Terra. Yeah, it might be Bright Powder. But Bright Powder doesn't add much onto it. Terra Water. It's defensive, I guess, for ice. Yeah, that's what you get. I want to use an electric move on a Garchomp. Oh, they swapped. All right. I don't normally play these battles out, but you know, oh look, it's Haxorus the Tiny. I'm gonna finish this battle off just because they ruined my low kick sweep. Just out of principle, you know. All right, it's not looking good for you, little bro. It's not looking good for you at all. That wasn't even a crit either. Imagine if it was a crit, 100% crit. All right, we got a Hackmon. This will be fun. I don't know what you think about this. Let's take them out with a Disrespect Dark Pulse. Maybe I should have gone for Air Slash. Come on, flinch. Well, that's what happens. See, that's what happens for stopping my low kick sweep. This is your reward for that. You know, for doing that. Okay. What? There's the Sand Veil Garchomp and some other shit. Okay. I wonder if Charge Beam will actually take them out. I doubt it. I'm gonna go for Dark Pulse. All right. See, what you should have done is you shouldn't have had Sand Veil, and the pain would have been quicker. it would have been quicker. All right, let's go to the next battle. I just won that one out. I had to just finish the team off just for principle for beating my low kicks like that. I would have given it would have been less of a beatdown if you let me win with low kicks. The RNG guys let me win with low kicks, right? All right, but I had to pull that out, you know. But they asked for it, you know. All right, let's go to the next one. Have Garchomp in next 18? No, don't you dare. I blame you, Hunt. All right, let's search for the next battle. Damn, I thought I had that low kick sweep. I thought I had it. Do I feel a little bit better? Yeah, I do feel a little bit better now after, you know, having that low kick sweep and then missing with Sandvale twice. Okay. Justice was served there a little bit. All right. I'm sorry, Mr. T. I almost got it for you, man, but we got scummed out there. Jaimel, that's a interesting name. All right, we're selecting the rules. Okay, let's give this a shot. Okay, let's see what team we got here. Another sand team. Okay, there's some pretty strong Pokemon here. I think Fluttermane would go pretty well against this team. So I'd say Tyranitar will be the leading Pokemon. There's a lot of priority on this team too, a lot. Yeah, low kicks or Fluttermane. I'll decide mid-battle or start. Let's see what they lead with first. Generally, I make a decision then. I reckon there will be a Tyranitar lead probably. They want to set their sand up. No, they're going with Lucario. Iron Jugglers would be possible, but that Tyranitar, you know, will be difficult to get through. It'll be very bulky. Feint yourself and ruin the sweep. No. No, they're not going to use Final Gambit on a Smeargle. Come on. All right, Bullet Punch, E-Speed. Or it might just be, is it a mix set or is it fully special? Let's find out. All right, this is pretty good here because we've got a good opportunity to get a free setup. Now, will it be low kicks or will it be Fluttermane? I've got to decide because there was a Tyranitar, which is going to be very, very bulky on the special side. So there's a good chance of them having E-Speed Dragonite, right? Fluttermane will be good for that. There's a lot of physical attackers though. Let's try Hopper out. I'm gonna give this another go. I think it's a modest Lucario, by the way. So let's go. I mean, if it used Final Gambit now, then that'd be fine because it's in front of the low kicks, but I doubt it. So we'll get Sword Dance up here. I think they're going to swap. Obviously, their stats have been dropped. And then I mean, if they don't, I'll go for Tinted Lens. Okay, they swapped. What's this? Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, well, I mean, I've got Terra Water for this, which is good. But are they going to go Protect turn 1 or Toxic turn 1, you know? Will this be enough to take them out in one shot? I could easily get a second Sword Dance here, but if I get poisoned, I've got a Lumberry. You know what? Let's go second Sword Dance. We're not going to play any games here. We got to get this W. So they didn't protect, so they're either going to go toxic, acrobatics. Acrobatics, damn it. Okay, they had a clean counter there. I don't even think they had an item. Okay, well, we're going to try another sweep here. We have got Flutter Mane or Iron Saltalus. Flutter Mane will be okay. We know they've got acrobatics. They may even have no item. I think they've got no item acrobatics, so it's going to be hitting pretty hard. Let's do Iron Saltalus. Let's do this. All right. Let's do this. You're gonna need to get lucky here. So I can't boost up with charge beam, so we'll go focus energy, and then we'll see if we can power through this team. No, it's unusual. It didn't have toxic orb, so maybe that's their strategy. They're using they're just spamming acrobatic. It's gonna hit pretty hard if it's a max attack. That's doing some good damage. I don't think I've got anything to lose going Terra Dark here. The problem is I'll bring Tyranitar in afterwards straight away, and I won't be able to kill it. Definitely they've got no item. That's doing too much damage. They've got an X item. Yeah, they got that X attack, you know. Okay. Goodbye. So 100% crit always takes out Gliscor. So I would have loved to get a charge beam up. So I think I might be able to get one up versus the Tyranitar. Lemon Lime? Okay. Well, let's see what ability you've got. Dank Pulse into Justify Lucario. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I also like to run Justified on my Aura Sphere Lucario. It's very useful. I might die. I need to boost my attack for Tyranitar, so I'm going to take a risk. I have to take a risk here. I think I'm going to die to like electric move though. Yeah. I don't think I was killing that either way. I needed a +1 to have killed Belly Bolt. It's got way too much health. Oh well, let's go to the next one. It was a bit unfortunate that Gliscor was the Pokemon I had to verse there because I couldn't use Charge Beam. All right, let's go to the next battle. Whoop! Only dropped my drink then. Come on, press A. All right, there we go. Not every day you see a non-poison heal Gliscor. No, not really. That is true. They must have had, they were probably Hypercutter. I'd say they were Hypercutter Gliscor. I mean, I could have beaten Belly Bolt. That would have, I could have just gone Dark Pulse, but I needed to boost my special attack for Tyranitar. So you could say Tyranitar won them that, sort of forced me to do that. Yeah, Sunken's just there if I need a free swap in, or it's a team I just can't do anything to in the team preview. I'm not really doing any strategy with it. The Punisher, okay. I expect like a full legendary team here. Okay, so we've got a few bugs. Lots of entry hazards, priority, 2 priorities. Want to battle using X and Y? Just come to a battle stream then. That's the best place, and that's where I do battles against my my viewers. I have a chance to battle me. I think I've done that nearly since Gen 5 days. Gen 4 to 5 days. What I'm thinking of here is Fluttermane's pretty good for most of this team. I can... Ambipom's got knockoff though. But boost energy will be consumed. So do less. Go-Go will probably just be a bulk up Horn Leech set. Gigaton Hammer, Tinkaton. I'll need a couple of Carmines up to beat that. Tinkaton's a problem. Let's go with Fluttermane. I'm just going to go with Fluttermane straight up because they're probably expecting a Smick. Oh, fuck. All right, looks like we're not using Fluttermane straight up. Itemless Sunken is certainly a choice. Yes, yes. I put in there just as 4 Pokemon. Oh, hell nah. What was picked? Ambipom is the lead. Who would have guessed? Okay, this is fine. All right, here we go. Guess I didn't need Sunken anyway, right? I don't even know who the fuck was picked and who wasn't. At least we got the Flutterlane here. All right, here we go. Let's do Carmines. They're gonna go probably knockoff or something, or just U-turn. I know I picked them, but the timer ran out, right? I never pressed OK. The timer ran out, so I figured it'd just pick my whole team. Like let it normally does every single other time. So I don't know what changed there. All right, we're thinking about this a lot. I knew they couldn't do nothing. That's why I lead with a 4. So we predicted right in the team preview as the lead poker. Tinker, see, everything I said was correct, right? I knew what they were going to do before the battle even started. Okay, so we got a Carmine up here, which is good. They're just going to spam Gigaton Hammer, right? So... Mirror Herb? Oh. Enjoy that. Unfortunately, they got a special defense rise there, which benefited them a lot. So, I've got Mystical Fire. Then they can bring their Ambipom in then. That's a huge advantage. I want to see if I can live a Gigaton Hammer. I know that I'm going to get beaten anyway, but... Well, Fluttermane's gonna get beaten, but I want to see if I can live a Gigaton Hammer. That special defense rise is gonna screw me over. Yeah, I knew that I can live the hammer, but it's the other Pokemon after. See, that turned a 2-hit KO into a 3-hit KO. There you go. Fluttermane lives a Gigaton Hammer, easy peasy. Hope you enjoy that. Let's go Carmine now that I can't use Gigaton Hammer. They're just going to use Play Rough or Knock Off. Probably Play Rough. At least now Mystical Fire can kill them. And then I'll just bring Ambipom in and give Fake Out. No way. It's happening exactly what I said. All right. No point using Draining Kiss either because it's not going to sustain enough health. Oh, we go for Terra. We don't want to lose our one Pokemon. Okay. Terra Fairy. Or Fire. I was going to say Fairy and Fire. The normal ones on there. But guys, I can predict the future in a Pokemon battle. Like, I predicted everything that was going to happen in the team preview. I'm not often wrong about these things. Except that they've got like something niche, right? But there certainly wasn't anything niche here. Okay, Flutterlane is down. As expected. All right, let's go to the next battle. That pretty much panned out like I knew it would. Okay. I'm out of drink. We've been going for 1 hour and 40 minutes already, damn. All right, I'm gonna go for a bit longer. There's only so much of this you can put up with, right? It's very what's the word? Very tedious, I guess you can say. You can predict the future, but still sack Pokemon in Nuzlocke? Nah, I never sack Pokemon. What do you mean? You must be thinking of someone else. What's my next Nuzlocke? My next Nuzlocke is Scarlet and Violet. What the heck is this? Parcels it? I'm gonna be getting the Switch today. It claims something's being delivered today. That doesn't sound right. Okay. That's strange. I sack Sunken. That's my new pickle too. I don't know. That's weird. It's saying it reckons something's being delivered today, but that can't be right. That can't be right. Did little homie mess up and sent your boy that Switch a day earlier? That would be pretty funny. No restrictions. Yeah, let's do it. We got that sunk. I can flex that level 57 Sunken. Let's go. I mean, there's another thing coming that I was waiting for, but it can't possibly be that. Pickle delivery inbound, yes. It's a whole pallet of jar of pickles. Damn, son. This is some sweaty stuff. Delphox is random, but this is some sweaty stuff here. Basket Legion, that'd actually be a good counter. Flood Domain would be a good counter for E-Speed spamming Dragonite, because it can block that, and then they'll try for the Last Suspect's Basket Legion, and I can go Terra Normal. That would be very good. Okay. I know what I have to do here. It just depends what they leave with and what Pokemon they send out in what order will determine my Terra. Because if they go Basket Legion earlier on, then I'll be Terra Normal and then Dragonite can hit me. But I don't think they will, because I want to just get their sympathy Last Suspects, you know? Does today's update has to do with the Switch releasing to? I believe so, hun. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it would be for tomorrow's for sure. I don't know what else it would be for. I just don't like pickles. That's where it came from. And then, you know, people just latched onto the memes, and the meme of it has never stopped from there, kind of thing. All right, well, we got web down. Not that was much of an issue. I won't get a chance to attack here, but it'd be nice if they missed. Oh, they're going to Trailblaze. Bugger. Typically, I have a second Memento Pokemon if this does happen, but I just brought Sunken along. How can I scare them off? They're just going to spam. Actually, this is a bit of a problem. Well, they're just going to spam. I can't one-shot that with no special attack EVs. I don't think I can do much here. I could go Terra Water. No, I don't think I'm going to sustain too much damage. You know what? And considering what they've got left already too. No, that's not going to work. Angel has done a super poo sticker. Thank you, Angel. Unfortunately, I'm going to take too much damage from that. And then they've got Basket Legion and Terra Normal Dragonite in the back. I mean, that's crazy stuff, right? That's crazy sweat. So I won't be able to live all of that. Maybe I can live one or two of them, but not like all a combination of a stone axe, a stealth rock, and extreme speed as well. Won't be able to live all that. Omega's done an upside down smiley face super sticker. Thank you, Omega. Okay. All right, let's try the next one here. Oh, we got the sweat again. I hope they fix that glitch. Did you see that glitch? If you just keep pressing A, it just backs out of it for no reason whatsoever. I hope they fix that glitch with the Switch too, but I can tell you what, they won't. I said sweet with the sunken. I have twice, actually. I have twice. It wasn't very fun. When I'm updating the bingo cards, I haven't done that for a long time. It's not a glitch, it's a feature. Yeah, a shitty feature. Yeah, I should update the bingo card. I mean, what would need to be updated? I was just thinking, because it's virtually done, right? Yeah, flat rules. If I go no to that, then they'll ask for official rules. That's usually what those see, like that, it just dips out. Okay. All right, we got someone different. That's good. The last game was Sun and Moon. Needs an update. Sunken needs an update. It really does, you know, with all the new moves it's learned. In fact, it's probably lost moves than what it used to have. I know so much about, yeah, well, I played Pokemon my whole life, you know, and there wouldn't be many people who've done as many battles as I have. Just facts, you know. I guess this is doing something for a long time, like a long time. All right, let's have a look here. Let's see what they got. It's no restrictions, so if they don't have level 100s, I'll just leave because that's not fair on the opponent. Far out. Well, little Timmy's coming to town. Okay, so this team is really the only team where Iron Juggler has a chance over everything else, because Miraidon can activate its ability, and with a +1 and focus energy up, it actually can easily defeat Koraidon, Miraidon. It actually can defeat all of them. But it depends what order they send the Pokemon. I mean, if Koraidon gets hit by a Focus Energy Air Slash, it's dead anyway, right? So that doesn't really matter. Let's see what they're going to begin with, right? Let's put a web down for some speed control. Not that, just at the start before electric terrain comes onto the field. I don't know what they're doing at Koraidon, but like I said, if I land an Air Slash on it, it's going to die whether it's level 1 or level 100. So that's the only reason I'll continue this. All right, let's do it. Let's see if we get this W. Homie has brought a legendary spamming team. Let's see if we can get around it. It's going to be difficult. All right, Hooper. That's an interesting first Pokemon, actually. This might work. So Hooper isn't really that... I don't want to use U-turn on it either, because I'll probably do like half its health. So we'll do Sticky Web. Hooper's not very fast, so I knew Smeagol would outspeed that. Hope it's not Trick Room, though. Oh, no, it's got screens? Ah, damn. Okay, well, let's Memento this, and I'll go into Iron Juggler, and that'll bait Miraidon out. We'll get a free speed boost and go from there. I might even be able to set up a charge beam here. And they won't expect critical hits until it's too late. Trick! Oh no, it's got Trick. I gotta think about this though. Okay. Maybe I should do Flutterlame instead. hear me out here. Because if I go Iron Juggler's, right, they're going to get rid of my scope lens. I think it'd be better to go into Flutter Lane, consume the booster energy, and then set up Calm Minds, right? That's going to be the play here. And I didn't know that until I seen Trick. Because the critting is like 100% the strategy I need. If I don't get the critical hits on Iron Jugglers, it's no good. It fails to take Pokemon out. All right. Here we go. So let's set up. This could be a bad idea, though. I might still get destroyed by its Dark-type moves. Let's see what sort of set it is. Physical, special. Astonish! Astonish with light screen. Oh, okay. Little homie, you're gonna get. I'm gonna set some Calm Minds up here. Little homie got that legendary spamming team. Set the light screen up, had Trick, and then an Astonish on there. I didn't expect. I'll admit, I never expected that. Okay, they swapped. I don't know, it might be a troll, I'm not sure. Okay, I don't know if it's a troll though, it might not be. All right, okay, they got Miraidon. Someone said I should do a theme team, Rhydon, Rhyhorn, and Miraidon. They were taking the piss out of me. Okay, we're gonna get a Calm Mind off here. Okay, that's an astonishing set there. So, we're gonna need another, let's get another Calm Mind up. And then we've got a big suck for Draining Kiss, right? We've got a mega suck. Okay, and that way the light screen will be gone soon too, and I'll be glad. Yeah, okay, so it's a normal Electro Drift set. That still did an enormous amount of damage. All right, light screen is now gone. All right, you can kiss. It's time for your milk and cookies, Miraidon. It's time for a sleep. Oh no, they've gone for Terror Electric. Uh oh. Oh no, or at least they burned their Terror up. Okay, I think Miraidon is going to be able to live this one. Miraidon's not going to bed yet, you know. He's staying up another half an hour to finish that game, you know. All right, there we go. Good damage. Good damage. Okay, lots of health back. We're going for Electro Drift again. This will do over half my health now. Close. All right. Look, I'm going to go for Calm Mind again. And then I've got a pretty powerful stored power then. Because this is not bad with stored power, actually. Then Draining Kiss will faint from there. Okay. There's no reason why Draining Kiss shouldn't faint now. So let's go. Oh no, we got minimum damage! No! Okay, I'll live still. Damn, I got overheat. Wait, what happened to Fluttermane? I see it went inside Fluttermane's head. Okay, well, Miraidon is on a little bit of health there. Why does that always happen to me? They always live on 1 health. All right, we're going to go for a disrespect Draining Kiss. There we go. Oh, they rage quitted. They canceled the battle. We were about to win. All right, so they brought an entire team of like some of the strongest Pokemon and then they quit. Damn, I would have got that sweep 100%. Let's get some baby bottles in the chat. Damn it. This is the thing. An opponent sticking around after they know that, after a little bit of setup, they realize they can't win because it's a bulky defensive set too. Okay. Didn't they have a, and I had Eternatus too, because I was going to go stored power on Eternatus. I had the perfect counter for it. Because Eternatus can stop Fluttermane. So that was my answer for Eternatus. And after a couple of Calm Minds, it just destroys it. And the booster energy also adds to it as well. Okay. Damn. Yeah, that is the annoying thing. The only time I count those is when I know, when I've fainted all the other Pokemon, maybe, and then I know I'm going to faint the next one when I know their moveset. Okay. Okay, so E-Speed Dragonite, probably Fake Out, Unburden, Hitmonlee. Scroton Wash, we know that. Grafire, Prankster, that's a bit annoying. Great Tusk. Body Press or Stealth Rock. And Chandelure. Well, Flutter Mane can block that Fake Out. Can block Extreme Speed. Can tank Rotom Wash. Gonna have problems with Chandelure, but I can Terra Normal then. I think Flutter Mane is a pretty good pick for this team, right? What I'm gonna do here, we're gonna start with Smeargle. They may go with Hitmonlee, and if they do, I'll swap into Flutter Mane, and then they waste their Fake Out. And what are they gonna do? High Jump Kick? They might have Knockoff though. That's the only bad thing, but at least boost energy will be consumed, and then the Knockoff won't be a full base power and it won't do as much damage. So let's see what happens. Yeah, that's because Dragonite is really good in this gen. I got Fire Lead, okay. Okay, we might just have Parting Shot on this. What fast Pokemon do they have? That might be a Choice Scarf Chandelure as well. It's a Taunt Lead. Okay, that's a bit of a shame. Since I am going for a Pokemon sweep, obviously it's all about setting up stats. So we'll just U-turn here. It's a stream sniper, is it? Did they say they were watching from stream? I'll just dip then, if it's a stream sniper. I mean, it happens, right? All right, let's go to the next one. I think they might have known what I was doing there. It's interesting how they just instantly knew that I was gonna. I mean, Smeargle's not much of a surprise, but I can't really get around those because I'm trying to go for a one. If I had a normal team, it wouldn't be a problem, but. Prankster Taunt is pretty good there for shutting down most things. Alright. Alright, let's go to the next one. I'll do a few more, guys, and that'll be it for today. As you can see, you've got a behind the scenes look at how long some of these can take. Even with good Pokemon, they can take a while. Because you only need one counter and then it stops it. All right, let's see what team we got here. Okay. Wait for them to pick the rules. At least they pick normal rules. It's fun to watch, yeah. I'm sure it is. All right. Terrapagus is a difficult Pokemon as well because virtually it always lives a hit. Except if you've got, if you use Miracode on it or something like that. So I've got to be able to live. I think that I can beat this team with Flutter Mane, but I'd need to get enough boost up. So Solgaleo doesn't, Necrozma or Koraidon don't just come in and annihilate me. Don't you hate it when you're on your way to the gym and then you end up at your favourite burger joint with two favourite burgers, side fries and a mac and cheese in front of you? Yes, I hate it when that happens. Yeah, it's a gross team. Very, very gross team. So, I'd like some web support for Choice Scarf, Water Spout, Kyogre. I mean, it's doable. It's doable. I just want to see what they lead with first, and they'll determine what I use. All right, let's give this a shot. This is a very, very sweaty team here. We've got some major you know, counters and legendaries here. But we'll give it a shot. We got that Entei music. Okay. All right, so we got Necrozma lead, which is Dawn Wings is a very, very difficult Pokemon here. So let's put that down. They're just gonna. I don't think they'll be Trick Rooms. They've got. All right, they're just gonna spam. Okay, so Photon Geyser. I'm just gonna feint it. There's not much I can really do here. I've got to make a decision now. It wouldn't be bad to swap into Iron Juggless wouldn't be bad either here. Either Iron Juggless. They got Sunsteel, yeah. That's going to be hard for Flutter Mane because that if I swap this in now, that's going to force me to go Terra Normal, and I don't want to do that yet because then Koraidon will come in there and be able to use fighting moves, so that would be a bad play. I'd say that I'm going to give this a shot. Let's try and see what I can do here. I know that I'm going to take some. This might draw out Miraidon, which is fine. In fact, I think it will. Let's see if I'm right. Yep, right. So free focus energy, my ability activates. I can go Terra Dark now. And that Terra Dark 100% critical hit Dark Pulse is a 2-hit KO on Miraidon. This is actually pretty powerful. If I get a flinch, then that'll be really good. But then Koraidon will come in, and then I'll have to go for Air Slash. So same sort of thing. All right, let's see how much this does. I'm gonna need a flinch because it's Electro Drift is gonna do like loads. It probably still will kill me. Yep. They dazzling gleamed instead. So at least I lived, I guess. That's not bad. Let's go for that again. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Okay, Miraidon's down. I would have loved to get a flinch there, but it's fine. We're still in this. We're gonna have to get awfully lucky on these last Pokemon though. So Koraidon might come out here. Yep. I'm gonna need to kill this in one shot. What the fuck? That's bullshit! That's bullshit! That is a load of fucking horse shit. That lived on 1 health. That's absolute bullshit. Oh my god. I think I might have got minimum damage. I might have got minimum damage. That normally always kills. Fucking hell. Oh, damn it. Motherfuckers. See, this is the bullshit I've got to go through. Let's have a look, right? Let's be realistic here. If I fainted that, which I normally do, I definitely would have had to flinch all the other Pokemon. And I had a reasonable chance to do that, but I'm definitely not going to say that I would have won that, but I should have beaten Koraidon. Ugh. They lucked out, bro. They lucked out. The damage calculation is up here, Zabba. It's up in my head. I pretty much know what the damage calculations for most things are without even looking. It does get Hurricane, but the thing about Hurricane is if you come across Sun and stuff like that, it's no good. I mean, it's a powerful move, but Air Slash gives you the flinch. All right, we've had Z, now we've got X. What's next, Y? The Koraidon touched it out so you wouldn't feel sad. Yeah, that's on it. I thought they had a focus sash for a second there. I honestly did. I thought they had a focus sash on Koraidon, but they just lived on 1 health. 1 KO Koraidon with it is level 100. I know that comment aged like fucking milk. All right, let's give this a shot. Oh joy. Maybe, I mean, I'm pretty confident I could get a Clodsire sweep here. I'm pretty confident. I might have to go with Clodsire. Let's go with yeah, let's, they might leave with that though. Okay. Don't think Sticky Web's gonna do anything at all if I go with Clodsire. Not even gonna be useful. It's Wellspring Cave, Ogrephone. Alright, I don't see anything else really being possible except for Shrek 5, so let's give Shrek 5 another shot. Maybe we can get a better sweep than the first one. Maybe the opponent can put up a better fight than they did on the first one. I had that first opponent completely counted. Alright. Yeah, Shrek 5 was water absorbed. Okay. This is fine. This is what I was actually hoping for. So, as long as I don't have nasty plot. Good. So I can't be poison. I can definitely take this out with Earthquake. So what I'm thinking is they're gonna swap soon. So if I had Petron as a lead, I'd either get just a swap straight away and 1 curse, or at worst I get 2 curses when they swapped on the second turn. Now we're going for a Malignant Chain. Why? Why are you going for a Malignant Chain for? Okay, well, we're gonna set up on this Petron. They've got some legendaries. I'm hoping the opponent doesn't just rage quit, because that can happen sometimes. It's got an invisible air balloon. You don't know how many times I've been battling, right? I've quickly just, you know, looked at the side. There's the swap, obviously, and then they had air balloon, and then I pressed the move. I was like, all right. So we knew Necrozma come out. I was waiting for it. So what I'll do is I'll go Terra Ground now, so it won't be super effective when they use Photon Geyser or whatever. And then I'll go for Earthquake and kill them, right? Pretty much what I was talking about in the team preview. So we're back to full health virtually. We've got plus, what, 3 now? So that's a nice little start. This might draw out the Ogapon afterwards, you know, for them to go for Ivy Cadgirl, and then I can go for Gunk Shot, or I could set up another curse. I think I might set up another curse, because they might have a grass move like Horn Leech, yeah. All right, Photon Geyser as predicted. Yep. That's fine. What? What? Oh, come on. They lived on 1 health? That's bullshit. Oh, I'm getting sick of this. This is happened like 10 battles in a row. I'm about to take him out with a gunk shot. Oh, this is bullshit. All right, I'm gonna go. Okay, I only, like, seriously, like, here comes the Sunsteel Strike. All right, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that Ogre to come and... What? What? They rage quit it as soon as they seen that I'd live Sunsteel Strike. Bro, you were lucky as fuck to live the earthquake. You got no right to turn your switch off. You were lucky to even live that. All right, well, they turned off their switch after they seen their little Timmy Sunsteel Strike didn't kill. I was so lucky. So I was never going to get that sweep anyway, was I, right? I was never going to get it because the moment I took a Pokemon out, the switch got thrown out the window. Oh my God. Oh. So this is the difficult thing. When I know that I'm going to get one, you've got a 50-50 chance that they're just going to quit the battle. And then you have to go for it again. Homie's curled up in the fetal position under his bed now. Joel, thank you for 22 months. Homie snapped that switch like a Kit Kat. Crack, straight down the middle. Right down the middle. All right, have I seen? No. Oh, it must be the same similar name. I'm not liking this stadium culture. No one is expecting to battle their sweat if their sweat doesn't work out. That's how it is online. That's why it's difficult. It's difficult to get these videos, right? Because a lot of people will just quit. When they get completely out, even when they've got a better team and they get outplayed, they'll still quit. But you know, when they've got like an overwhelming advantage, then they're going like this, mashing the A button on like Miraidon or whatever. Then you can tell you what, they won't quit then. All right, but that's how it is, you know. I don't know how Necrozma live. This is base bulk allowed it to live. Okay. Or if they lose a singular Pokemon. Yeah, or one bad thing happens, but they've got like 5 other Pokemon that are like extremely good as well. Okay. Golden Dingo's a pain in the ass, so is Psychozar, because they might pass a sub off. I don't really have any sound-based moves either. Well, they'll probably start with Samurott, I would say. This is like a sweaty team too. Oh, it started raining. I understand running, it's just accepting defeat, but DC is overkill. Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, running after you've battled the whole way through, right up the end on the last Pokemon, and you've been outplayed, especially by someone who's got a worse team than you, like that one I feel is like just as bad too. Yeah, I'm good. I was trying to think like how I was going to win with one particular Pokemon. I was like, oh, I can beat that, but then when this happens, they don't have to work for this. And then I was trying to figure out how I could do it with one Pokemon, but I don't know if I can. Apparently, for me tomorrow. So apparently tomorrow, for me at least. I think it should be everyone else too. Like if I have a good battle, right, and it goes for like, you know, the whole time or whatever, and it's a good one, and I know I'm gonna lose on the last turn, like I'm not gonna like dip out like a bitch, right? I'm just gonna like, it's fine. All right. All right, let's do this. Yeah, 100%. Sorry, guys, I haven't been able to give you many like sweeps today. My apologies. It's just like I've had a couple where I would have got them, but they quit. And then I had a couple of really bad luck, like low damage rolls and one HP lives. Normally I can get at least one. It happens though. Rocerus Yuli, what a name. I've got 4 Pokemon here. So we've got, yeah, exactly, Zab. It doesn't give me any content at all, which is another thing. Like these Pokemon sweeps are a huge sink of time, and sometimes you get nothing out of it. Okay, we got Low Kicks, Clodsire, Iron Jugulis, and Flutterlane. So I'm trying to do the Gen 9 Pokemon. If that wasn't obvious to anyone, I always like to try and do one of each Pokemon, each gen. Okay. I wasn't sure that was you, but it's funny how often that happens. Like, you know, I'll battle someone, but they'll be in chat. It's like, it happens so often. Like, do you like come to the stream right after knowing that I'm streaming? It's so strange. That always happens. But I'm going for a Pokemon sweep, so I'm trying to win with one Pokemon. So if I deem it's impossible in team preview, I use my experience to deem if it's impossible or not. I'll just go to the next battle. All right. Interesting they got Reg Ice. You don't get to see that very often. Let's go with Smeagol. I just want to see what they're going to do as a lead Pokemon. I think I know what they're going to do with their Reg Ice. Whoops. You don't see Reg Ice very often. Okay, Ogre Farm. Yeah, okay. This is going to be rough. So they've probably led with the most threatening Pokemon on their team for every one of these, right? The only way I can probably one-shot that is with Iron Jugulis. I was hoping this would come a little bit later after I had like one stat stage set up. You weren't in the stream. It's so funny though. It's like people say that often, right? It's like I wasn't watching the stream, but yet they're in chat. I don't know. It just happens all the time. I'm not saying you did it. I'm just saying it happens a lot. But yeah, I'm trying to win with one Pokemon. So that's if I did leave a battle or something, that's why I didn't deem it possible. I'm gonna go for a Memento here instead of dropping Sticky Web. I had sped. Oh, okay. Might be running Adamant. Okay, I removed I thought they might do Sword Dance, so I just removed their boost there. All right, well, we'll try. I'd say I'm going to use Focus Energy here, because I think they'll go for Sword Dance or they'll swap. That's their only two options. Yeah, I mean, Smeagol is jolly, but even... We're just going straight for it. Okay. Damn it. Yes, Marcus, I agree. It is game over. I doubt I'm winning this one. So that was my really only... The only reason I used Iron Jugglers here, because that was the only answer I had for it. And now Reg Ice completely counters me because it's a special defensive wall. Unless I get some crazy luck here. I need some insane luck. Yeah, I knew you were gonna... I knew you were probably gonna leave a Psychozo just for its passing on subs. It's a shed tail. This is, you know, standard sort of standard strategy. Okay, so we've got Dark Pulse. This should be like a... I reckon this would be a 3-hit KO. Yep. Yeah, I knew that. So that's why I didn't want to go for Iron Jugglers, because I knew they had Reg Ice, right? And that was my most powerful attack, and it was a 3-hit KO. All right, let's go to the next. How long have I been going for? 2 hours already. This is a giant sink of wasting time, but that's how it is for these. This is how it is doing these. You know, these trying to get these sweeps. The Verge of Tears? No, that's I don't know. You must be watching someone else. Next battle stream? Well, that'll be the marathon stream. I'll do some battles there. I'll definitely try and make sure I've got. There's about 9 or 10 teams I want to get. So I'll make this announcement why I'm here too. So I'm going to be doing, this weekend is going to be another marathon stream, because we sort of wanted to do one a month. So I'll be doing a variety of things like battles and you know, other games and such like that. And it was a lot of fun last time. So we'll see how it goes, you know. It'll be interesting. See how long we go for. Will it be a really long stream? It'll be up to the viewers and stuff like that. I swear I've seen like 3 or 4 or 5 Dannies today, or Daniel or Dannies. A random egg stream? I think I just did one, Captain Radman. I only just did one. A couple of days. Didn't I just do one a couple of days ago? Maybe you missed it. I usually do them about once a week, or one to every 2 weeks. Crap. Heat ran. That's a pain in the ass. Well, a normal Spectria, not Calyrex. Have you got it? I got Cap the Mario Kart 1 Zabba, so I guess we could share the game. Because you can do that game share thing, can't you? You didn't get to trade me an egg? I guess that's how it is, right? Because there's a lot of people that want to trade me an egg. Good thing is I do them very, very regularly. I'm just trying to think what I'm going to do here. Clodsire is actually a pretty good fit for this team. It really is. I might go for Clodsire. Let's start with Smeagol first, just to see what they're going to do. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to pick the Switch 2 up in the morning, and then it depends. I might do a stream. I'm not very sure about tomorrow morning, because if I get it too late, I won't be able to, because I've got to do something tomorrow. So, but I'll do an unboxing. I'll do like an unboxing video of it and upload it on YouTube, I guess, at worst. I'll play the game and stuff and run over some features and see if it's any better. All right, Spectria lead. So cannot allow this to snowball. So I need to drop its stats. Oh, we're using substitute. Damn it. What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. All right. Look, I don't know. They're just going to set up. Are they going to set up behind the substitute or something? I have no idea. Oh, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, nasty plot setup. It's not very strong. All right. What is this? I've got some, let's just go to the next one. I was tossing up between Clodsire and, for its ability, like Water Absorber and Unaware. But I felt like Unaware would be better, for like the, the setup Pokemon. But then Water Absorb can be very good for covering its weakness when it's Terra Ground. The most powerful computing device in your place? Yeah, it'll be more powerful than my computer. even my current computer will be way more powerful than that. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm gonna give this one more go, and then I'm gonna be that'll be it for today, guys. Because like this is very, very tedious, as you can expect. And I got some other stuff I got to do as well. All right. Did I already wipe out an entire team? Yes, I think I've done that twice before. So I'm in no rush to do Sunken again. Oh boy. Usually I do these for about two-ish hours or 2.5 hours. I should relax at the stadium. I feel like this is sort of like this and stadium are kind of on the same. It depends though. Depends how much salt there is. I mean, Fluttermane, I can destroy this team with Fluttermane. I can, because I've got stored power for that Skelly-Dirge. They probably think they're safe with Unaware, but that will be able to destroy them. Clodsire, Skelly-Dirge, but they've probably got Haze. And then I don't think it's much. There's no real way I can stop that. I'd have to have a lot of Calm Minds up. Let's leave with Fluttermane. Maybe this will take them by surprise. I'll probably expect Smeagol or something. Stadium is salty, yeah. It probably is. I'm just thinking if we probably have a. What am I going to do for this week for stream? So what's tomorrow? Thursday. I might do a stadium stream tomorrow. I'm not going to do anything on Friday though, because the next day will be a marathon stream. So maybe tomorrow I'll do some stadium. I'll see. All right. Well, they started with Toxapex, which is a bit unfortunate. I was hoping they'd start with something else, but now I've wasted my item, so I'm committed now virtually. So I'm completely committed. So let's go for Calm Mind. They might just Toxic me and that'll be it. I think that's what they're going to do. Or they might just set up Toxic Spikes. Hopefully it's the latter. I'm not even battling it, it triggers me. Yeah. Yeah. It can be difficult for sure. Well, I can't do that. You can check out what sweeps I done by typing !sweeps. That'll bring you to a spreadsheet. Nice little easy. What? What? That was very That was odd. Well, obviously they swapped it in because it's got unaware, but that was just super, like, it was super weird. Okay. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Well, we did get a Clod size sweep at the start, but I think I can get it. I feel like I can get a better Clod size sweep than that. But we'll see. I might have a go a couple more. A Japanese stream sniper. Well, I mean, I wouldn't put it past someone to have like a non-English name, like to try and hide it. And then come to the chat and be like, oh, I just battled you. It's a shame you ran away, but I wasn't in the chat or something like that happens every stream, right? I'm not lying about that, right? That happens every fucking stream. And none of them are ever in the chat. They're never in the chat. They just, they just instantly come, they instantly know that I'm streaming and come to my channel, come to my stream straight away. They instantly, and they're in the chat like the moment after the battle. Like, it happens so often. Like, I'm not saying like it's not a coincidence for some of them, but most of them have to just be sitting in the chat watching what I'm doing, right? All right, well, like, I have to dip out of that one too because I keep hitting the same person. I reckon they should have a system where it shuffles the opponent, so you go to a different opponent. Maybe that's too hard to come up with. Mahai. All right. I just want to have a team that I've got a chance of getting it on. A chance with one of them. All right, no restrictions. Well, I hope you've all enjoyed yourself so far. I'm sure it's been entertaining for you, all the salt. Yeah, you'll never see them in another stream or comment on a video at all, but they'll be there after you battle them in the chat. All right, so we've got Garchomp lead. I think I might have to go with the Flutter main here. They might even go anti with the Ceruledge too. Well, I'd say it's either Garchomp, Swampert, or Ceruledge. I mean, if you go to the last sweep stream, I guarantee you'll find someone that said that. That was me, I was battling, but I wasn't stream sniping, I was in chat. Like, you can go to nearly every one of them that happens, so I'm not even joking. All right, Swampert lead, so Stealth Rock and Flip turn, obviously. Next stream, all the members will snipe me, yeah. Stealth Rock, no way. All right, so let's deny them their flip turn and go Memento. They might just Earthquake though. But I want that guaranteed swap. Water Forecast, fine. Not a problem. Okay, so this isn't bad because I can guarantee a Calm Mind now. And we're gonna take minimal damage from Stealth Rock too. I feel like Sunken would have forced a swap there. They would have been scared of it. Did you know this? I had its EVs, so this is one stat higher. They probably think they're still going to do lots of damage here. Even with Memento. They're like, oh, you probably don't have... See, all the defensive EVs I have, that would have done a lot more damage. They're staying in. That's you on every single one of them. 200 ults, all of them. I swear I wasn't stream sniping. I just correctly predicted your quirky, non-meta moveset. Yeah, I just knew when to swap it in. All right, so this is a bit of a problem here. I think stored power will do a lot of damage, but I think I might need a draining kiss now. Let's draining kiss. I'm a bit scared of a crit. Fuck, it's a 3-hit KO. I was hoping for 2, but it's fine. Swampert's got a lot of health. So what I'll do is I'll do one more Calm Mind. That's fine. Oh, it's got leftovers too. Okay. Which it normally always has. Another Calm Mind. This way I'm juiced up for stored power. They're going to swap. I knew they'd eventually. They had to swap eventually. This might bait out an opposing Flutter Mane or a Scarlet. We Shadow Sneak. So they okay. Unfortunately, I've got to go Terra Normal here. I was gonna save it, but this is fine. So Scarlet options are to go for Shadow Sneak or Shadow Claw. I think a wise play would be to Draining Kiss and then Stored Power because it's got Sash. So, or Draining Kiss first, get some health out of it, and then feint the Stored Power. So I'll get more out of attacking them and more out of my Terra, right? So let's do that. The Pokemon on the screen, boss. Okay. All right, we got that Terra Normal. Now go Shadow Sneak. Shadow Claw. Sword Dance. We broke the Sash. Free health. Shadow Claw. Swords Dance. They got Focus Sash. So they were hoping to get Focus Sash, Shadow Sneak. So now they're fucked, right? They're fucked. See? So that's a perfect counter. I knew that I was going to do that too. So I could have just gone Stored Power the first time, but I actually got health out of it, and I was able to feint them. So I got more out of it, which is good. So now they've got this. Terra Flying, right? So they'll do Terra Flying. Ooh. Now I could go Draining Kiss here. Weakness policy. I think it was Sash. You wouldn't just sort of set a Sword Dance up in front of a Flutter Mane knowing though. No, I think it was Sash. Because I think they would have just gone for Shadow Sneak, right? So there's two things that can happen here. They'll go for Terra Flying, Draining Kiss. They know I've got Draining Kiss, so they'll leave Draining Kiss and kill me with Terra Flying Acrobatics. Or I predict that and go for Stored Power on their Terra Flying, right? I'm going to take a risk here. I think they're going to go Terra Flying with Acrobatics. If they don't, I lose. Let's see. They didn't. Okay. Normally they do. I live knockoff. Okay, fine. Let's go Draining Kiss. Now they're gonna go Terra. Yeah, now what the fuck? So they knew. So somehow they knew. See, that was an odd play. That was a bit strange, right? Because why would they not go for it on the first turn? Isn't that strange, right? That's a little bit strange, right? Because I knew they were going to do that. Isn't that a strange, right? I knew they were going to do that. I predicted them. You know what? I don't think that. I don't know. That was a bit strange to me. Is the person watching stream will never know, right? We'll never know. But that was strange. Anyway, you're not going to outspeed with another Dragon Dance, so it's moot. But interesting, right? Because I thought they were going to do Terra Flying, which they normally do with Booster Energy. Because why would you go for a knockoff knowing I'm bulky, I've got no item, right? It doesn't make sense. But then miraculously go for Terra Flying after that, right? Interesting. So I'm not saying they're 100% stream sniping. They might not even be here, right? But that was, so those sort of, that was a bit fishy to me, right? It's a bit fishy, that's all, right? Okay, well, we got stored power. We're at max health. Let's see, right? This is going very well. We've, don't think that mattered. I've got, what, 3 calm mines up and a boost of energy. That didn't matter. I mean, it might not have been some. I always like to, give people the, the benefit of the doubt, but that was a bit sus, right? Okay, so we've got stored power again. Let's do that. Okay, that's the cancel. I would have won that. That's definitely a sweep. Definitely a sweep. I think I outplayed them at every turn there. All right. All right, well, we're going to leave it there. That is the, I'd like to get a full sweep with that without the opponent quitting. Unfortunately, they quit. So, if they only had one Pokemon left, like Swampert on half health, then I would have said it was a sweep, but I'd like to at least feint their whole team. Unfortunately, these people get away with it, but that's how it is. Anyway, people, that's how it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and even when you win, the opponent dips out when they get outplayed. So I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for coming along to a sweep stream. We'll do this again sometime. They are very tedious, though, but I hope you enjoyed yourself. Unfortunately, I didn't get anything out of it for content-wise, but I hope you guys enjoyed the stream and had fun. Let's do some shout-outs. Thank you to Marcus, Joel, Omega, Angel, Hunt Down, Nicola, and Super Bowser for today's contributions. I appreciate that. Tomorrow we might do some Stadium. I'll see, though. I'm not 100% sure about that. I'll see, but we won't be doing anything on Friday. But the marathon subathon stream will be on Saturday/Sunday. Depends how long it goes for, right? It's up to you guys. I did get Clodsire sweep. I did. I might do that. I just had I felt a bit bad though because I had like a perfect counter for their team. They had all physical attackers. There was really no way they could win that. So I might try and go for that again. Is the name for Smeagol have using a? Yes. It's very old, Captain Randman. Very, very old. I couldn't say. Very, very old. I've got a lot of Smeagol's. See you, everyone. I'll catch you all next time. Peace, peace.